like zoophile porn, like drawn stuff, it should be 100% legal. In fact, and this is going to be a real hot take, I have yet to hear a convincing moral or legal argument as to why possession of child pornography should be legal. Actual child pornography.
So Vaush is now in danger of losing his YouTube channel, which is really unfortunate. You know, I even played a clip that I would not say that I even slightly agree with any of the things he said in that clip, but I wouldn't want him to get banned. I think that it's a really, really dumb take. It's his worst take, pretty much objectively, but still, I don't think that's grounds to get banned. But unfortunately for Vaush, there are some people who disagree with me. And so Vaush put out a tweet today that said, "This morning I woke up to 2 fraudulent YouTube channel strikes. One to my main channel and one to my second. I will be able to stream or post videos to my main channel for a week. It's extremely clear that these strikes are the product of fraudulent brigading, as I'll explain." So those 2 channel strikes are really important because if you don't know, which I doubt that you don't, but I'll still say for the people who don't, if you get 3 strikes in a 90-day period, your channel is completely terminated and you can't make any other new channels. So whoever did this, and I'm not 100% sure on who it was, so I'm not even going to speculate on that. Whoever it was, they 100% did this with the intention of, hey, we want this guy gone, because there's no way they only attempted on 2 videos. They for sure attempted on a ton. All right. And most times when stuff like this happens, it's mostly like older content that gets struck in comparison to newer content. And in this case, it was his older content. It's really unfortunate because, like I said, I don't agree with him on some of the things he says, but like, you know, I don't want you to be banned because I disagree with you. I think that we should be able to talk about, hey, I disagree on this, I disagree on that, and at the end of the day be able to walk away and just be chill about it, instead of being like, all right, this guy has to be gone off of the platform. I can't see his words because they're so harmful. Let's get back to his tweets. Both strikes occurred at the same time on months-old content in the middle of the night. Both were for violent or graphic content. Both of these factors suggest coordinated report brigading. But what was the content? The main channel strike was on a 4-hour stream VOD, so it's really difficult to know what was being implicated there. If we're at great risk of political turmoil and you need to be ready to defend yourself as YouTube TOS, say goodbye to all of gun and right-wing YouTube. You know, that's a really unfortunate thing about being banned on these bigger websites, is that a lot of times it's sort of automated. So they'll give you a vague answer, like for him it was violent or graphic content, but that doesn't tell you exactly what it was, and they can't timestamp it because there's hundreds of thousands of channels, and I guarantee you, like, that hundreds of thousands are getting reported every single day, because that's just the way it is on YouTube. There's tons of people everywhere trying to get one up on somebody, and if they think, hey, what if I just report this guy? Oh, maybe I can take away his stream of income. That happens a ton, so they can't all be, looked at by a person. Unfortunately, I think that they should be. I think that if you report somebody, you should have to give timestamps. That way, somebody who, is watching and can come through and report it. It will require like more employees at, YouTube, but I'm sure that could be done. Actually, I'm not 100% sure. Because now I'm thinking about it, it's like, is that a thing that they would even be interested in? Is it like financially viable? Because YouTube doesn't turn a profit as it is. Like it's constantly losing money. So I doubt that more money would get sunk into it. But that's just what I see from right now. But the Vaush pit strike was on a 105-second video in which I watched GOP candidate Eric Gretton's ridiculous rhino hunting ad. I laughed at it, compared it to Nazi party infighting, and my video ends. My video contained nothing even remotely interpretable as violent or graphic content. If that's violent or graphic content, every single politics and news channel would be gone by now. You know, I kind of view this, brigading, this type of brigading, sort of like DDoSing, where it's just so many attacks over and over again, and sometimes they'll get through, and then we'll get like big things shut down, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Sometimes I think that's only happened like twice with YouTube, but like it's like this in this case. And I think that somebody was mentioning somebody by the name DGG, not to be confused with DDG, because I read that and was like, those are two different worlds. How are they colliding? But some guy named DGG, I have no clue who that is. I don't know the affiliation. I don't know how they're even slightly connected. But, you know, maybe there's somebody who's like, oh man, that guy. Maybe that's somebody's Keffals. The way I know, like, what Keffals does and, like, how she operates online. Maybe somebody's, like, up to date, like that on DGG. If so, let me know in the comments. But I just really don't like seeing this stuff on YouTube ever, like at all. It's just honestly infuriating. Like, why are we seeing this, bro? Like this late into the internet's life, like, and it seems like this is like the new meta. It's like if you don't like somebody, you either try to find their name and address, and people will just ask for it. Like if you go on TikTok, you'll see people just being like, "Don't be shy, give me their name. Where do they work at?" Or you'll see stuff like this where they're like, hey, this person should be banned. We got to do what we can to get this person banned. I don't know. I just never, like, even growing up, when I like saw something I didn't like, I never had the idea of, oh, this person should be gone. I was just like, oh, I don't want to watch this. Like, if somebody put in Serendipity when I wanted to watch Lego Batman, you know what I did? I didn't watch it. I just wouldn't watch Serendipity. If I had the choice, I would take out Serendipity and put in Lego Batman. And if I didn't have a choice and I had to pick between watching Serendipity and leaving, I would just leave. Just leave. Watch something that, you know, I always say that you shouldn't stick in your echo chamber, and you should like hear different opinions, hear different perspectives on things, because that's just a better way of living. But if it really like irritates you to your core to where you just can't deal with it, then just don't do it. I'd rather you stay in your bubble than negatively affect somebody else's and negatively affect how someone else is. That's just the way I see things. But I'm gonna end off here. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.